Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Today's video is going to be a vlog. I'm actually going to Clevedon Beach to do a bit of beach combing, which is where you just look over the beach, see what you can find. I like finding sea glass and bits of porcelain. That's what I'm really looking for today. So we've never actually been to this beach to beach comb. So hopefully we can find some nice stuff and I'll take you along. We are here at Clevedon Beach. The water is out. This is what we're working with, like huge rocks. Huge rocks going all the way up the beach. But if you get nearer to the water, you can kind of see certain things. So I have spotted something here, which it looks like a shell. I'm gonna try and get it out. And yes, there is a beautiful shell there. So there is stuff to be found here, I feel. It's just kind of hard work. So as you can probably see, I've spotted another shell. Needs a little bit of help coming out this shell. Come on, shell. There's another lovely shell. And I think I see something in there. Can you see it? Let's have a look, see if I'm right. Oh, that's a beautiful shell. Oh my god. Look at the greens on that. That is really gorgeous shell, and it's just got mud inside of it. So there's my shell collection so far. So when you look over it, you think like, oh my god, there's no shells. But when you look in between the rocks, there's actually quite a few. And there's loads of old pottery as well. Here I have found a bit of tile, is it? A bit of old tile there. So if you're into collecting tiles. We were over there where that beach is, but we've come all the way along here, along these rocks, and I think I see something there. See? Yep, a lovely shell. They're beautiful. There's loads of shells along this bit, and there's no one along here, because here is a lake that people go swimming in. Which I swam in that lake, it's great. But here no one goes along because it's just so many like stones and mud and everything. But you find some really beautiful shells and also some nice old tiling as well. But I like tiling that's got some kind of pattern to it, so I'm still on the search for pattern tiling. I have found a lovely bit of sea glass. You can see how it's all smooth. It's been chipped on something, which is unfortunate because it must have all been smooth, this piece. Looks like a teardrop. Really gorgeous. I'm definitely taking that home with me. We have got ourselves into a bit of trouble, I will say. We were on the beach and we weren't finding anything, so we were like, oh, there's this rock area, let's go on to the rock area. I mean, it's a bit wild at this point. I think you would call it like we're mudlarking. We're no longer just beach combing. It's gone wild. There's loads of old bits of like metal chain and metal, but I'm looking for stuff like this, which is beautiful. You can see like how big it is. It's gorgeous. Let's try and get back to the land a little bit. There are loads of shells in this area. You can see different shells, loads of little shells. There's one there, loads of shells. I've got a bit of old pottery here, and it kind of curves in. It's really nice. A little bit of pottery there. All the pottery that I found is like white old tiles or pottery with this kind of colouring here. I'm gonna put it back for someone else to find. And just so many shells. Now we've like hit on a bit with so much shell. This is the old tile I keep finding, like white tile like that, very worn, aged on the back. Just loads of white tile really around here. Put that there for someone to find. I love how I keep saying, and I'll put that there for someone to find, and putting it down. I bet there's so many people watching this that are like, Hannah, no one wants to find bits of old tile. No one wants to find disgusting sea glass. But I think sea glass is like so magical. That's why I love it, and shells and stuff. But I like it, okay? So maybe some other people will like some old tile. Here we go. Is it sea glass or is it normal glass? Sea glass is smooth all the way around. It's normally a bit clouded. Yep, it's smooth all the way around, I can see, and clouded and beautiful. I heard someone like describe these as mermaid tears. They were like, my mum always used to say go and collect mermaid tears, which I think makes them seem even more like magical to me. But I put them all in a jar and I think they're beautiful. Look at the colour of that. Gorgeous. I have just found this. I don't actually know what it is, but it's kind of on a spring. You can press it down and it goes in a little bit. That is so charming and lovely. I'm not going to take it home, but like the temptation to take this home. But I'm not. I'm going to put it down. But it is really unusual. It's really beautiful. I have found a few things. I found this, which is completely smooth all the way around, a bit of glass. And it must have had something on it. I'm not sure what. I'm going to leave that here. I found this gorgeous bit of porcelain. It's like water effect there. And then these look like two little eyes. I know they're not, but I'm going to keep that because they do. And then found a penny, which I can't really see what it is, but I think it's just a normal like penny that we use now. I don't think it's an old penny or anything, but I'll see when I get home. But I love this bit of porcelain. Here is some more sea glass, 3 completely different colours as well. I love that colour there. Really vivid, beautiful colours. I love them. I feel like this would be really nice on a ring. I could like stick it onto a ring, that one, because it's really beautiful. We are still looking. We've done all that area there. We're just making our way now back over to where we started, which was the beach area, but we're just going across here to see what we can see. Found a nice bit of green tiling here. I actually went and collected loads of this from my beach when I lived back in Essex, and I made this gorgeous mosaic thing of it. So you could actually do that, just get this and make a mosaic out of it if you wanted. We are back in the car. We've actually had a great day at Cleveland. We went to a pub for a few drinks and now we're going home. So I'll show you everything that we've got once I get home. I'm back home. I'm just soaking my finds. So I'm starting with the sea glass and the bit of porcelain. So I'm just trying to soak that in some soapy water. You can see the sea glass pieces there. Just basically trying to wash them off a little bit so I can dry them. There is my sea glass, which I'll inspect in a minute. And then I'm just going to pop in my shells. So I'm just going to pop them in to soak into the water because they are extremely muddy. Got some lovely shells though. And the colouring on that, I love that kind of pink colour on that one. I think that's beautiful. So I'm just going to tip all my shells in and then I just get them out and put them on something to dry. Here is everything that we got today. So we got a load of shells. We got some really beautiful shells like this one that's a bit more unusual. Gorgeous shell. We then have a load of sea glass. We have some discarded shells there that are a bit chipped and like glass that isn't sea glass. So what makes sea glass is it has to be smooth the whole way around, and it normally takes 20 to 40 years for it to be like this, sometimes like even 100 years. And it just means that all the edges are smooth the whole way round, and the sea has done that. So this started off as a shard of glass that was just discarded by some yobbo into the sea, and then the sea has smoothed the whole thing. And it normally has a bit of a frosted look, as you can see. This was obviously clear glass at one point, and then now it's become frosted by the sea and completely smooth. It's so beautiful. Let me say, the penny has not done well. I think that everything's come on this penny, and it's just copper right now, but I don't think it was a special penny, but I'm going to keep it anyway. Show you some more of my sea glass. You can see completely smooth. It's got a frosted effect over it. Absolutely gorgeous. There's something really magical about sea glass to me. I don't know why. So I have a collection of my shells here. A lot of these I got from Dorset, so I have a load of them in there, and I'm just going to put the shells that I like into this one, and then I might put some of them on my bookcase, like these nice ones, and I'm going to put my porcelain bit in the jar as well. And then all my sea glass, as you can see here, I'm going to put in this little jar so I can look at it all. I've sorted all my shells out, so I put some in this jar, and then the others I've started another jar with my bit of porcelain so I can see it. And then this little one I'm going to put on my bookshelf, and it just has loads of sea glass, so I can just get them out and have a little look at them because they're so gorgeous. Dropped a bit there, but this is just such a beautiful colour. It's stunning and it's so smooth all the way around. I just think it's so interesting how this started as like a shard of glass or a bottle that got smashed up in the sea, and then it's the current of the sea smooths it round to almost make it like this beautiful gem. I just think it's really lovely. So I actually love everything that I got today. I feel like it's been a successful day. I hope you enjoyed spending the day beachcombing with us. I feel like we got some really great things, but one thing I want to say, and Dom agreed on, is that a lot of this stuff, it was really difficult to find. You had to look under rocks and you had to move stuff and you had to walk into areas where people don't normally walk, so not parts of the beach, really rocky, kind of walking over seaweed, slippery areas to get any kind of sea glass like this at all. So I will say it wasn't easy. I might have like seemed in the video that it was really easy to find this stuff, but it wasn't whatsoever. I just wanted to make that clear now. Tell me if you do any kind of sea combing or mudlarking. I love mudlarking videos, so tell me if you're into anything like that. I hope you like this video. I'm going to edit it right now so I can get it up today, the day that I filmed it on, so you can see my whole adventure. So I hope you like this video. If you like any more sea combing adventure videos, then let me know, because me and Dom love sea combing. I really do love it. Like, it's my passion. I love like picking up shells and picking up bits of old porcelain and thinking, God, I wonder where this came from and where this, like how it ended up in the sea, what happened to it. I'm just very fascinated by stuff like that. So let me know, and I will see you tomorrow for another video, as I'm still making a video every day in July. So I'll see you tomorrow.